Dell G5 review. The market of budget gaming laptops nowadays is highly competitive, and AMD, Intel, and Nvidia's latest modules enable higher performance at cheaper prices than ever before. The Dell G5 version in 2020 begins at $879 or $1199 as tried and tested, which opts for all AMD CPU and GPU to provide wonderful multimedia and great gaming achievement at a reasonable cost. However, the G5 may not separate itself against the pack. It's a strict field. The layout is a little basic and high. The rates of gaming frame do not match those from Nvidia's based laptops at the same price, and the capability for storage is restrictive. In today's video, we're going to show you that there are still some gamer design features and power stacks. But the Dell G5 seems to be quite an ordinary laptop with hands and eyes, since the design quality is not given the very same recognition. Our evaluation for the coming years, Dell G5 is supposed to deliver great Full HD resolution. We have a wish though that Dell kept more from the 2019 version's design motives. The Dell G5 2020 is looking for more attention. So stay with us till the video's end. Stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and also hit the bell icon for more updates. Let's get started. Design. Dell's laptops waver between looking rather gamery and adhering to a hard look that doesn't make everyone think users play competitive multiplayer games after work. The 2020 Dell G5, even if you do not necessarily admire it in the first glance, leans towards its favorable side. Its lid makes it look plain black, with its contours blooming at many angles, but it has sparkle sparks that form a rainbow when they reflect light. Batman fulfills My Little Pony in the Dell G5. But we're a little amazed at the difference between the 2020 Dell G5 and 2019. We used to have a plain LED-free case in the last year, with only the odd hint that it was not a gaming laptop, but that it also had a sound handle on the aluminium keyboard. The Dell G5 is fully plastic in 2020, and it feels pretty cheap to put on the lid and the keyboards around. The 2019 Dell G5 will also not improve the cable management. Half the connectors were organized on the back last year, leaving only the essential elements on the sides. As with most necessities, the Dell G5 has a large number of connectors. It's just a Thunderbolt 3 with only one USB-C there. Standard video outputs are managed by HDMI and display ports. 3 USBs provide easy access to your current devices, although 2 are slow USB 2s. A RJ45 is available, and an SD slot is also available. Display. We weren't Dell G15 fans instantly, but you cannot wait for the D5 to do everything such as the Alienware M15 to be a value-focused laptop. The basics simply need to be adequate. This is handled well by the 15.6-inch screen. It's a 1080p view, not a 4K display, but has a quick refresh rate of 144Hz. This kind of laptop's power will not be correctly shown on a 60Hz standard display, because it can make some quite challenging games well over 60 frames per second. Towards being honest, if Dell tried to make the most of a high dynamic range, it might be a little bit of a joke. Users need an extensive color gamut screen, great contrast, and high luminosity to get good HDR. The Dell G5 has a strong contrast, but the other two are not even a sniff. However, only one thing we want is a slightly the most inviting blonde-looking balance when using a laptop made for performance per library. And what do you guess? In reality, Windows 10 lets you use the color calibration of the baked-in tweaks. You don't also have to be a colorimeter. The RGB color balance can be adjusted with sliders to suit users' eyes. Keyboard and touchpad. Under certain areas, the Dell G5 only requires to do the job rather than wow us to them all. But it's a quick keyboard, but a really slow touchpad. It's not all like the keyboard and touchpad. The keys of the Dell G5 are not resistant too much. You can glide through it while typing, and the depth of its depth is only as small and light laptops as you could see. During the first few weeks, they didn't have fans, but we came in part after a bunch of hours writing Dell G5. This keyboard fits very well for gamers, with a lot of fast keystrokes, nor is it loud. The touchpad is not really a glass, but a base plate of plastic, although it has an outer layer that is fairly well similar to textured glass. and the 2-story backlight on the keyboard. In the power button, above the buttons, is also a fingerprint scanner. Performance. The Dell G5, which appears to be a downgrade from the replaced model, is something of a combined laptop so far, provided the ropey touchpad. However, the performance and effectiveness that you get has few complaints to create. Our Dell G5 comes with an Intel Core i7-10750H, 16 GB of RAM and 512 GB of SSD. And the most important thing is the graphics card of an NVIDIA RTX 2060. If you'd like to play well, it should possibly be more crucial to have a card like this than the fancier touchpad, which is a high-end game. You can only get an GTX 1650 Ti with a Core i5 and 8 GB of RAM at that price with the money of Alienware M15, which isn't so good at all. Battery life. We were also shocked at the battery life of the Dell G5, but said that in recent years we've been using other durable Dell gaming laptops. The broadcasting of YouTube video took 6 hours and 12 minutes. If writing documents was the strange bit of web research, the battery drained at a similar level. A Dell G5 won't do a whole day's work, but it's a great result for a laptop. Capacity of the battery shows pretty much because it's a rather large 68 watt-hour battery. You must pay a supplement of £50 on the Alienware M15 line to get this capacity. This design is worth considering if you're not there for rainbow sparks or 12-zone LED light bar. On the whole, the Dell G5 provides a lot of performance potential, not even for a lot of cash, in spite of some justified grumbles. That is its only saving grace. That's all about today's video. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't done already. Do give a like and we will be back with more videos. Stay tuned.